I am well and getting stronger every day by focusing on the things that will help me heal. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
Well, wishes pouring in from around the world after Princess Kate's shocking cancer announcement on Friday. The type of cancer she's battling remains unclear, though we do know that she recently had abdominal surgery. Let's bring in Fox News medical contributor Marc Siegel to lend his insight. Dr. Siegel, so great to have you here on this Sunday. So you saw the video, you're seeing her, and she's given a few clues along the way in that statement. Based on what you saw and heard, what is your guess as to what she might be facing? Is it ovarian cancer? Was there a hysterectomy? I've heard people say colon. Any thoughts on that?
Yes, Rachel, I do. But I want to start by saying that, you know, that video she shows with daffodils behind her, strength, resilience, hope, and life, sends a great message to the world. A great message to the world, and also early diagnosis that you can find cancer when you're looking for something else, get it out early and treat it early with chemotherapy every few weeks for several weeks. She's facing it with great optimism. As to what it is, oncologists around the country that I've talked about, this country and even in London, have said to me that they think it could either be colon because maybe she had abdominal surgery for inflammatory bowel disease, or it could be ovarian. Both are very common. You know, if she was, as you said, having a GYN procedure and they found it that way, after the fact, the pathology can show that. But, you know, the question here is beyond that, because I think the more information she gives, the more people can learn. But certainly, as I've said, we've already learned here about early diagnosis, about hope, about going on with your life. But we need to learn about privacy, too, and about not intruding on people's lives, and about people, even royals, deciding what they want to admit and when. Now, it was World Down Syndrome Day this week, and you had Valentina, your beautiful daughter, on Fox and Friends doing Pilates. You were sending a message to the world about Down syndrome, about life, about celebration, and millions saw that and heard that, and it was so important and saved a lot of lives. She's in that same position here.
Right. Yeah, she's going to have an incredible platform to talk about cancer and also about the support that's needed for those around it. You know, one thing, just as a layperson, I'm not a doctor like you, Dr. Siegel, but, you know, she said that she's undergoing some preventative chemotherapy. Maybe I'm showing my ignorance, but I saw her luscious, you know, full hair, and I thought, well, that's not what I think about when I think about chemotherapy. What did you think?
Well, that's true. So there's 2 points there. First is people should know that preventive chemotherapy is often done when you get it all out. So you hear chemo, you think, uh-oh, there's still cancer there. It may not be. It may be to keep it from coming back. It's called adjuvant. And as far as and so that's, again, more optimism about what this means. Very, very, very good prognosis. Now, you mentioned her hair. There's 2 different types of chemo. If she had a GYN cancer, she'd probably be on Taxol, which causes you to lose your hair. If it's colon, you'd be on different chemo, oxaliplatin and 5-FU. That doesn't cause you to lose your hair. So that's where a lot of the debate is coming. It looks like she has her hair, so that would be implying more, again, a GI type of cancer. Taxol does cause you to lose your hair. Then you would be wearing a wig.
Dr.
But again,
Siegel,
you know, it's still...
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's still something that it's up to her to disclose, and then then we give more information.
Agreed. Just in general, give us a last thought on the kind of support that anyone who has a diagnosis with cancer, what kind of support can those around them provide?
Well, I think the family is first, as always, and I think that her family has risen to the occasion. I mean, I don't want to talk about Prince Harry, but I mean William and the King. They've really and this great sentiment pouring from around the world, in England, in the UK, here, you know, wishing her well. I think that the early snipes at her were awful, and I think anybody that looked at her records, Rachel, that's grounds for immediate dismissal. Those reports are really disturbing. But now we're seeing an outpouring of positive sentiment like we're giving her today. It's inspiring to me as a physician. I have these difficult conversations with patients every day. They need to be followed with this kind of admiration for her courage and her
Yeah.
positive attitude.
Yeah, you've also talked about the power of prayer. People with a positive attitude who have that kind of hope that you talked about can also be so important as they move through this journey. We're going to learn a lot. This is just the beginning of her journey and all of our journey and learning about cancer and everybody else's situation. So we thank you for joining us, and I know we're going to have you back as this progresses, Dr. Siegel.
Thank you, Rachel. And I agree with the prayer. That's so important. Thank you.
You got it. Thanks so much for joining us.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.